All right, I am pretty much 100% sure you've heard this at some point. You have to find your why. All right, how many times have you probably heard this? If you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, if you don't have an ultimate reason why, you will fail. Okay? It has become a bit of a cliche. It has. But I'm still going to sit here and I'm going to tell you why this is so important and why it's such a huge driver. And the fact that your why doesn't even have to be that big of a thing, right? People always think like your why has to be this massive thing. Like a lot of people, their why was like, okay, well they had a big health scare and their doctor told them that they were going to die if they didn't change things, and they don't want to die. They don't want to die an unfortunate death because they didn't do things that they could have done, or they don't want to leave their family too early, or they want to set a good example to their children or whatever else. These are big reasons and they're good reasons, and I'm not saying that that shouldn't be one of your reasons. All I'm saying is you have to have a bigger purpose than yourself. The problem is most people go into this thing and their reason is because I don't want to feel so fat. Like I don't like the way I look. I don't like feeling so fat. And I'm telling you right now, if your reason is, well, I don't want to feel so fat, that's not going to push you through when everything starts hitting the fan, right? When life gets really freaking tough and like your home life starts falling apart and your friends are stabbing you in the back and you lose your job and your girlfriend or boyfriend dumps you, or whatever else happens. Stress, it just comes from everywhere all the time. And if you don't have something that's going to push you through when stuff gets really, really hard, it's too easy to go, well, maybe it's not that important. Well, maybe I'm not that fat. Maybe it's not so bad. Well, I'm better than that other guy over there. Well, that guy down the road, he's way bigger than me, so it's not that bad. So it's too easy to talk yourself out of it if you don't have a really good reason, right? Like you have to have something that's going to push you past that when stuff gets hard, because it's going to get hard. You're never going to have a successful journey that's just basically based on everything comes together and everything goes really well forever and voila, I've made it. It's not going to happen. Shit's going to get hard. You're going to get beat down. You're going to be tested over and over again. And you have to have something that will push you through and get you past that point if you ever want to get to where you say you want to be. So you need to have a reason why you must push on and carry on no matter how hard it gets. You have to have something. I don't care what it is. You got to figure out what that is for you. For me, I have, ever since I decided to change my life and decided to go ahead and quit my old job, quit my old career, try to pursue my passion as a health and fitness coach, try to take it to the next level, when I decided to move from Minnesota to Florida and totally revamp my life with my family, it all became about fear of regret. That drives the crap out of me. And I almost hate that Gary Vee said this recently. Like, he said that within the last year, and now it almost sounds like I'm copying him, but I swear to you, I've been saying it since day one when I first started doing this stuff. I guess if there's any take home for this, for those of you out there that are looking to make changes in your lives, don't let your fears hold you back. Don't let those things, keep you from doing what you really want to do. For me personally, even if this whole Florida thing and this fitness career thing doesn't work out, which I think it will. I'm not going down there thinking that it might not. But I know deep down in the bottom of my heart that even if it did not work out and I lose this house and we have to start all over and I don't like what I'm doing down there and it's just not for me, I still will be happy that I did it. Because I think about what I would regret more, staying here and wondering what could have been if we had ever moved down there, what could have been if I had, gotten into the career that I wanted to do instead of what I've been needing to do to make money for the last 15 years or whatever. I would regret it way more. I can't sit here and go, what would have been? That would drive me crazy. I don't want to be 60 years old going, man, what would have happened if I would just taken that chance? What could have happened? What could my life have been? I'm not willing to let that happen. It drives me so hard because I don't want to get older and I don't want to regret things. I don't want to look back on my life and wonder what if. I don't want to look back on my life and wonder what could have been if I had just taken that chance. What could have happened if I just kept going even though I didn't want to, or because it got hard, or because circumstances got difficult. I can't handle that. I don't want that to happen to me no matter what it is. So even when I don't feel like working out, it happens. I don't always feel like working out. When things aren't feeling great, I always had that in the back of my mind telling me that's why I've got to keep going. Even if it's just my bodybuilding show, whenever the hell I do that, I have no idea when it's going to be, but I don't want to miss one workout, come in second place by one vote to some guy and think back, well, what about those couple of times where I missed workouts when I could have gone, but I decided I just didn't want to? Or what about when I decided, it just wasn't that important for a couple of weeks? What would have been different? Like if I lose because I brought everything that I could, fine. And that goes for everything in life for me. So that's me. It doesn't have to be that for you. It can be something completely different. Like I said, family is a big one, health is a big one, there's a lot of reasons. But search and dig deep for your reason why you must push on. Otherwise, you'll always convince yourself that it's just not that important. When things get hard, you will quit. Please stop doing that.